Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Current Affair Analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy, 9th December 2025. Before getting into the discussion, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, please do subscribe and also hit the bell icon to receive on-time updates from the Academy. And before getting into the discussion, we have an important announcement. It is regarding the pre-storming UPSC Prelims Test Series Batch 4 will be starting on 14th December 2025 and the link for the registration is available on the website. Do register and crack the prelims in 2026. And coming to the topics for today's discussion, the first topic is UNESCO's 20th Intangible Cultural Heritage Session. And for the first time, India is hosting this meeting. So we'll be seeing what it is and its significance. And the next article is regarding the cosmic filaments. So we'll be discussing what is cosmic filaments and what is their role in the universe. And the next article is regarding the Blackbucks. So recently, 10 Blackbucks in the Tata Steel Zoological Park, which is located in Jamshedpur, lost its life, and we are suspecting a bacterial infection behind it. And the next article is it's about digitally unified insurance system and healthcare. So recently the WHO and the Goa Institute of Management conducted a study about the digital insurance framework under the Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana. And finally, we will be discussing the prelims focus. If all set, let's begin the discussion with the first article. India hosts UNESCO's 20th Intangible Cultural Heritage Session. The article is taken from PIB. So India is going to host the 20th session of UNESCO Intergovernmental Committee for Safeguarding Intangible Cultural Heritage. So the date is from 8th December to 30th December, and the venue is Red Fort Complex. So why we chose the Red Fort? Because we can see that this monument is a linking symbol between India's tangible and intangible heritage. And we can see that Red Fort is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and Red Fort got this recognition in the year 2007. And this is the first time. The significance of this meeting is this is the first time India is going to host the Intangible Cultural Heritage Committee session. And who are the nodal agencies for organizing this meeting? The first is Ministry of Culture, and the second is autonomous body recognized by the Ministry of Culture, that is Sangeet Natak Academy. So before getting into further discussion, we have to understand what is meant by intangible culture. So before that, what is meant by culture? So there are a lot of definitions for culture given by different anthropologists and sociologists, but the most accepted definition is given by E.B. Taylor, the British anthropologist, in his work Primitive Culture in the year 1871. So in his work, he explains culture, or he defines culture as a complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, moral, law, customs, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of society. So that is a definition given by E.B. Taylor in his work Primitive Culture in the year 1871, and this is a widely accepted definition for culture. And if you take any culture, you can see both tangible and intangible elements. What are the examples of tangible elements? For example, dressing, food, all the examples are tangible elements, examples of tangible elements. And the intangible elements includes beliefs, morals, customs, festivals, all are intangible elements. So we can see that both the tangible and intangible elements will be playing a crucial role in ensuring social cohesion, functions, as well as it will provide an identity to the culture. So protecting the intangible culture is also important, like protecting the tangible culture. So coming to the UNESCO Convention for Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage. So this convention was established in the year 2003, and India, after 2 years, we ratified the convention in 2005. So what is the purpose of this convention? Safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage. Second, ensuring respect for the heritage of communities and concerned individuals. Third, raising awareness about the intangible cultural heritage at a local, national, and international level. Fourth, providing global cooperation and assistance for the safeguard of intangible cultural heritage. So coming to the role of India in the Intangible Cultural Heritage Committee. So we can see that India served on this UNESCO Intergovernmental Committee for nearly 3 terms. And so far, nearly 15 Indian elements have been inscribed on UNESCO representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. So we have the Garba dance, Durga Puja, and Buddhist chanting of Ladakh. All these elements are inscribed on this representative list. And now, through hosting the meeting, India is planning to nominate 2 more elements. The first is Chat Mahaparv or Chat Puja, and the second is Diwali. And coming to the significance of hosting the meeting, so boosting the international cooperation, encouraging joint safeguard initiatives and technical support or exchange of technical support for the safeguard and the promotion of culture. And the next is promoting the soft power. So we can say that Indian diaspora, it is the largest diaspora in the world. So if you take the United States, the third largest diaspora is the Indian diaspora after the African and Latin American diaspora. India is the third largest diaspora in the United States. And if you go to Southeast Asia, if you go to Far East Asia, and if you go to Europe, there also the Indian diaspora will be in the top 5. So using this meeting as a platform, for promoting the cultural diplomacy to project the India's cultural richness, diversity, and heritage, is the second major objective or the significance of this meeting. And the third, strengthening the heritage and development link. That includes highlighting the intangible heritage as a resource of livelihoods, community identity, social cohesion, and cultural tourism. So we can see that recently the government is planning to renovate an ancient city located on Mahanadi, which is located in the state of Chhattisgarh, and the city's name is Sirpur. We have done a video on it. You can check out our YouTube channel. So now the Indian government is planning, that is Archaeological Survey is planning to renovate this city, and to promote cultural tourism and safeguarding the culture. And coming to the prelims practice question. So the question is, which of the following have been inscribed on UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage list? Option A, Kalbelia, folk songs and dance. Option B, Buddhist chanting of Ladakh. Option C, Kumbh Mela. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Option A, 1 and 2 only. Option B, 2 and 3 only. Option C, 1 and 3 only. And option D, 1, 2 and 3. So we can see that it is a little bit factual, but we can see that the Kumbh Mela was got inscribed on this list in 2017, and Buddhist chanting in 2012, and Kalbelia folk songs and dance in 2010. So the correct answer is option D, all the three, that is 1, 2 and 3, all the three elements are inscribed on the list. Let's check. Yes. So with this we will move to the next article. What are cosmic filaments? The article is taken from The Hindu. So in the last video we discussed Alagnanda galaxy, which is located approximately 12 billion light years away from Milky Way, and Alagnanda is known as twin sister of Milky Way. And now we are going to see about another cosmic phenomena. It is the cosmic filaments. So what it is, let us discuss. So cosmic filaments, or cosmic or galaxy filaments, are the largest thread-like structure in the universe. And you can see that a single cosmic filament can span over hundreds of millions of light years. That means to travel from one end to the another end, it will take hundreds of millions of light years. And according to the estimation, some filaments can even extend up to 10 billion light years. So how they are formed? So the formation of this galaxy and other structures, including the filament, is almost similar. The beginning, Big Bang, and after that, primordial fluctuations. That means fluctuations in the density of the matter at the quantum level. And after that, the matter will move from the matter or the particles with the high density and mass will attract the particles with low density and mass. So the particles will travel. The low density particles will be traveling from low dense region to high dense region. And this travel is the reason behind the formation of various components in the space. That includes void, that includes this filament, a cosmic filament, and also galaxy. So the gravitational pull in gas, dark matter, and galaxies are the reason behind the formation of the filaments. So once again I will repeat, after the Big Bang, primordial fluctuation, that means fluctuations at the quantum level in the matter. And after that, the matter with the high mass and density will be attracting the matters with the low mass and density. So the matters will always have a tendency to travel from high dense region to low dense region, and that is the reason behind the formation of various phenomena, including the cosmic filaments. And in this picture you can see the cosmic thread, right? This cosmic filament, and in certain areas we can see complete blank or complete darkness. This region is known as void, or the region of emptiness. And coming to the role of this filament in the universe, so they link giant clusters of galaxy. So here you can see that the cosmic web, they are linking the clusters of different galaxies, and at the same time they surround large empty regions of space called void. So like I mentioned, the regions which is completely dark or blank, that region is known as void. And they act as a highway along which the gas and smaller galaxies flow towards big clusters. So like I mentioned, the flow of the matter, that is the flow of low dense matter with low mass to the high dense and high mass region, is the reason behind the formation of various phenomena, including the filament. So this filaments will act as a path for the flow of the matter and smaller galaxies to bigger clusters, and they are crucial in determining where galaxies form, how fast they grow, and how much fresh gas they receive over billions of years. So since it is a highway for the transmission of particles and gas, using this we can estimate how much fresh gas they receive over billions of years. That means the clusters will be receiving over billions of years, and they are crucial in determining where galaxies are forming. Through identifying the flow, we can determine the place where the galaxies can form and how fast they are growing. So through understanding the filaments, we can understand all this. So that is a role of this cosmic filament in the universe. And coming to the prelims practice question, the question is, consider the following statements. Statement 1, cosmic filaments are massive thread-like structure composed of gas, dark matter and galaxies forming largest elements of the cosmic web. And statement 2, the cosmic filaments have been observed to exhibit large-scale rotation, making them the largest spinning structure known in universe. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, and option D neither 1 nor 2. So from our discussion we can see that the statement 1 is correct. They are massive thread-like structure composed of gas, dark matter and galaxies forming the largest elements of the cosmic web, universe's cosmic web. The statement is correct. While the statement 2, some cosmic filaments have been discovered to exhibit large-scale rotation, making them the largest spinning structure known in universe. This statement is also correct. Some cosmic filaments, they will rotate, and some of them are larger than the Milky Way. So the statement 2 is also correct. And that rotating, some of the rotating cosmic filaments are considered as the one of the largest spinning structures in the universe. So the statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is also correct. So the correct answer will be option C, both 1 and 2. With this, we will move to the next article. 10 blackbucks died due to bacterial infection in zoological park in Jharkhand's Jamshedpur. The article is taken from The Hindu. So recently, that is between the 1st December and 6th December, nearly 10 blackbucks died in the Tata Steel Zoological Park, which is located in Jamshedpur in Jharkhand. And we are suspecting the hemorrhagic septicemia to be the reason behind the death. So in this background, let us discuss more about this article. So coming to the cause of the death or the infection, hemorrhagic septicemia. So it's an acute bacterial infection caused by Pasteurella multocida. So therefore, this infection is also known as pasteurellosis. And once the infection enters into the animal body, the primary target will be the respiratory system or the lungs. And the mode of transmission mostly through the direct contact and also through the contaminated food and water. So we can see that the climate will be also playing a crucial role in the rising case of this infection. For example, the outbreak is mostly found in the transition stage between monsoon to winter, and other favorable conditions are high humidity. So we know that high humidity will definitely boost the microbic activities, including the bacteria. And the second is a stress. So stress in the sense, that includes health, environment and also other stress. For example, if you are frequently transporting the animal from one ecosystem to another ecosystem, in that case the animal, the health condition will be affected, and it will be weak to various infection, including this pasteurellosis. And another stress will be the environmental stress. Like I mentioned, the change in the climate. For example, if there is a sudden shift from monsoon to winter, in such a transition stage the infection rate will be very high. And health related stress will be there. For example, if the animal is already affected by other infection, for example foot and mouth infection, in that case the immune system is already weak, so it will be more easy for the infection to get into these animals. And the next major factor will be the poor sanitation. And coming to the common symptoms, so once the infection enters into the animal body, what are the signs? The first is depression with high fever, so the animal will not be active. And the second, swelling around neck and throat. And the third is diarrhea, and that too bloody diarrhea. And the fourth is respiratory distress. The animal will be struggling a lot to breathe. And finally, the progression of this infection inside the body will be very fast. So this will lead to rapid death. And we can see that this hemorrhagic septicemia is also classified as a notifiable animal disease in India. So what is meant by notifiable disease? The diseases which has to be notified immediately to the health department of the government when there is a sign of outbreak. So recently the union government asked all the states to declare the snake bite as a notifiable disease. We have done an article on that too. So these notifiable diseases are the diseases that we have to bring to the attention of the health departments immediately when there is a sign of outbreak. And this hemorrhagic septicemia is also an a notifiable animal disease in India. And you can see that this infection can also lead to various economic loss. We can see that it is primarily affecting the herbivores, for example, water buffalo, cow, and certain variations of this infection will also affect domestic animals like dog and cat. And in such cases, there is a possibility for the transmission to humans also. The classic variants will not cause infection in the humans, but the sub variants in of this infection will lead to it can lead to infection in the humans also, not the classic way, type. So this is also causing economic loss because it is affecting cattle and buffalo. And what is the prevention for this infection? Vaccination, HS vaccination per year for the immunity in the animal. And the second is ensuring biosecurity measures. So when we are transporting or translocating these animals, we have to ensure certain measures to prevent the transmission of infection. And we can see that we can regulate the movement of the animal when there's a possibility for infection. For example, during the time of winter to monsoon, during this transition stage, if we can regulate the movement of this animal, then somehow we can reduce the the spread of this infection. And finally, ensuring ensuring proper sanitation in the conservation center. So these are the methods that we can take to prevent the infection. And coming to the blackbuck, Antelope cervicapra. So the scientific name is Antelope cervicapra, and it is a state animal of Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, and Punjab. And it is protected under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, Schedule 1, and in the IUCN Red List, it is categorized as least concern. And they are mostly found in the grassland and open plains, and they are herbivore. That means they plays a crucial role in regulating the growth of the grass in the ecosystem, and they will be also acting as a food for the carnivores like leopard and all. So these are the key facts about the antelope or the blackbuck. And coming to the prelims practice question, the question is with reference to hemorrhagic septicemia, consider the following statements. Statement 1, it is a viral disease affecting wild and domestic animals. Statement 2, it is caused by Pasteurella multocida, primarily affecting the respiratory system. So from our discussion, we can see that it is caused by Pasteurella multocida, that is correct, and it is primarily targeting the respiratory system. That means the lungs will be affected. So the second statement is correct. Well, the first statement is going wrong here. It is not a viral infection, it is a bacterial infection. So the correct answer will be option B, 2 only. Let's check. With this, we will move to the next article. WHO B-School study shows how digitally unified insurance system can transform India's healthcare. The article is taken from The Hindu. So recently, the WHO, Goa Institute of Management, and the Gates Foundation, with the Department of Kerala Health, Kerala Health Department, conducted a study about the digital financing model under the PM Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana. So we know that it's a universal insurance scheme brought by the government of India in the year 2018. And this study was published in the Health System and Reform Journal in December 2025. So before understanding about the digitalization of insurance scheme or the digital financing model under the Ayushman Bharat, we have to understand about the insurance system or the model existed before the Ayushman Bharat scheme. So it was multiple fragmented insurance schemes. That means different companies will be having different policy, different premium, and different plans. And they used a different platform, process, and all. So this there was no uniformity, and the result was weak fraud detection. So certain groups, they will be using the fake company identity to get money from the people. And we heard about the helpline scam. Such incidents were going on. And the poor portability of benefits. For example, if a person wants to access the benefit from a particular insurance company, then he has to go to the hospital where the company has the contract. That means he cannot access the benefit across all hospitals at the same time. He cannot access the benefit across India. He can access the benefit only from the hospitals where the company has the contract. And also the limited monitoring on spending and the outcomes, and the slow system reforms were the major problems in the pre-Ayushman Bharat health insurance. So coming to the digitally unified insurance scheme, what is meant by that? Unification, digital unification of beneficiaries, hospitals, insurers, state and central governments under a single platform. And this will enable real-time data sharing, seamless interstate accessibility, that means the person can access the insurance benefit across India, and the centralized policy monitoring. And coming to the key findings of the Goa Institute of Management and WHO, we can see that the digital unification of the health insurance will enhance the transparency, accountability, and equitable access across the country, and it will improve the portability across state. It will improve the service delivery speed, cost efficiency. So before that, different companies will be having different premium policy, and that will not be affordable for everyone. But now we have a uniform policy, and that will be affordable for every people. And the next is, it enables big data analytics for system reform, and we can use the machine learning based fraud detection to deal with the the fraud activities associated with the insurance and helpline scam and all. And coming to the Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana as a model of digital integration. So we can see that the scheme was brought in the year 2018. As per the scheme, an insurance coverage of 5 lakh per family will be provided for an year, and nearly it benefits nearly 40% of the total percentage of the bottom population in India. And the platform providing this service is National Health Authority Digital Ecosystem, and it supports paperless, cashless treatment, interstate treatment portability. That means the person can access the benefit across India. And coming to the significance of this digitalization in achieving universal health coverage. So digital unification is a foundational enabler of the universal health coverage. So why? Because it is promoting equity, portability, and accountability. And we can say that through this, India can can become a model for the global digital health leader. And also we can see that this model can be adopted by other developing countries for enhancing their health and insurance system. And coming to the mains practice question, the question is, digitally unified health insurance system are critical for achieving universal health coverage in India. Critically examine the reference to the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. So we discussed the digitalization of the health system, and at the same time digital unification of health system, what are its benefits, and also we discussed the basics about the Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana, and finally we, in the last slide, we discussed why it is significant in achieving the universal health coverage. So based on our discussion, try to answer the mains question. It's a 15 marks question, and you have to write around 250 words. Write the answer and post it in the comment section. We will review and we will reply for your answer. Now it's time to move to the next article. So coming to the prelims focus, the first topic is Handicrafts Award. So as a part of National Handicraft Week, now the Ministry of Textile announced the Handicrafts Award to honor the distinguished mastercraft person from 2023 and 2024. And on this 9th December, the Honorable President of India will be providing the award. And coming to the National Handicraft Week, so we can see that more than an economic sector, the handicraft is a cultural identity of India. And we can see that due to the British, during the British rule, due to the Industrial Revolution, the British, or the machine-made goods replaced, the cheap goods replaced the handicraft, and that was one of the major reasons behind the fall of the sector. And after the independence, we took a lot of initiatives to revive the sector, culturally and also socially and economically. And this national observation of this National Handicraft Week is one such initiative, and it is observed annually from 8th to 14th December every year. And the objective is tributing the India's artisans, celebrating the cultural significance of handicraft, enhancing the awareness and strengthening the artisan livelihood, promoting the sector's socio-economic relevance in the contemporary India. So these are the objectives of this National Handicraft Week. And the next topic, AI enabled intrusion detection system. So this is deployed by the Indian Railway to detect the movement of the presence of the elephants near the railway track. So we can see the collision with the trains is one of the major reasons behind the declining population of elephants. So using this distributed acoustic system, AI enabled detection system, we will be identifying the presence of elephant near the railway track. And if there is a presence of elephant, then it will generate alert for the loco pilot, station masters, and control room, and they will be taking immediate measures to prevent the collision. And coming to the prelims practice question, the question is, consider the following statements. Statement 1, the Shilp Guru Award are the highest national recognition given to master artisans in Indian handicraft sector. Statement 2, award was instituted to honor craftsmanship excellence and promote the continuation and innovation of the India's traditional craft heritage. So which of the given statements is or are correct? Option A, 1 only, option B, 2 only, option C, both 1 and 2, and option D, neither 1 nor 2. So from this question is related to the National Handicrafts Week. So the Shilpa Guru Award is the highest national recognition given to the master artisan in the Indian handicraft sector. So the statement 1 is correct. The award was instituted to honor craftsmanship excellence and promote the continuation and innovation of India's traditional craft heritage. So the statement is very general, and it is related to the statement 1. So this is also correct. So the correct answer will be option C, both 1 and 2. Yes, with this we are coming to the end of Prelims Focus. With this, we are coming to the conclusion for today's current affair analysis. If you like the video, hit the like button, give your feedbacks as comments, and share this content with your friends. And before leaving this channel, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell icon to receive on-time updates from the academy. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.